All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, Floyd Mayweather Jr. responded to criticism of his career and him not having fought young competitors and top fighters at the end of his career. And his example proves exactly why it is that Terence Bud Crawford, for his legacy, must fight Jaron Boots Ennis. Let's talk about that in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon. In this video, we're going to talk about one of the greatest fighters of all time, one of the very few fighters that are walking the earth right now that can call themselves an all-time great, one of the most overused titles given to fighters in the last 20 so years. Floyd Mayweather Jr., multiple division weight class champion at 130, 135, 140, 147, 150, 154, five-weight division champion, has beaten 22 current or former world champions. I do believe 17 people that were reigning as champion at the time. And he still gets a lot of slack from people about what he did not do in his career. And then take the other person that we're going to talk about, who is Terence Bud Crawford, who is also a very, very accomplished fighter, two-time undisputed champion, one time at 140, another time at 147 pounds, a perennial top 10, or in my opinion, perennial number one pound for pound fighter in the world. I've had him in that position ever since the retirement of Andre Ward. However, there's a lot of criticism coming his way and a lot of insistence from boxing fans about what he does next in his career. And many people are saying that that needs to be against the up and coming IBF world champion, Jaron Boots Ennis. And the reason is the same reason that Floyd Mayweather Jr. is getting so much heat about the people that he fought, but he is able to actually respond to it in a way that can shut a lot of critics up. Not all of them, but a lot of them. And that is the fact that Floyd Mayweather Jr., despite being older than many of the fighters that he fought towards the end of his career, never did what many people are asking for Terence Crawford to do, which is avoid the best up and coming young fighters that are in his weight division and a champion at the same time. And we're talking about Jaron Ennis. Before I get into the details, though, welcome back to the channel. Hit that subscribe button. Thank you guys so much for your support in the super thanks of videos like this, because that is absolutely positively how we're able to continue to do the videos. So thank you. Shout out to Barbara D. Shout out to Deborah Booker. Shout out to Aisha. Shout out to all the ladies that come by the live streams that we do every day of the week. But let's get into this. So was on a live stream talking to one of my best boxing friends on YouTube, Claymore Rain, in the midst of absolutely slapping him around in a debate. That's all right, Claymore Rain, you'll live. And just joking, it was a fun conversation. However, Floyd Mayweather Jr., one of the things that had come up is that Floyd Mayweather Jr. Was very insistent that his resume, as far as the end of his career, is better than anybody else's has ever been. That's obviously Floyd's take on his record, period, because he never lost, and the level of champions that he has beaten, right? But people say, every time we say, or somebody says, because I am definitely saying it, that I want to see Terence Crawford fight Jaron Ennis, people say, well, this is the different stage of Terence Crawford's career. And if he doesn't want to take this fight, he doesn't need to take this fight. It's still mind-boggling to me how exactly that having Terence Crawford not fight somebody does anything for boxing. But they also bring up that Floyd Mayweather Jr. didn't fight any named they name two people that he didn't fight. Didn't fight Sean Porter, did not fight Keith Thurman. Here's the problem with that. If you look at the fighters that Floyd Mayweather Jr. did fight in the last 7 fights or the last portion of his career, one of the guys that he fought was a guy that was a champion in a weight division above him, who was better than. And I think that he was better at the time, and he's better to this day than both Keith Thurman and Sean Porter. And that is Canelo Alvarez. Floyd Mayweather Jr., after he had already been at the absolute peak of the fight game for a long time, he got there when he fought and beat Floyd Mayweather Jr. I mean, not Floyd Mayweather, when he beat Oscar De La Hoya. He beat Arturo Gatti to get on a bigger stage. Then he beat Oscar De La Hoya in the biggest fight of his career at that time, and who was an older fighter, older than he was, but I think Floyd was in the 96 Olympics. I think that Oscar De La Hoya was in the 92 Olympics. So there's only, a few years apart from them. He beats him. He goes on his run, right? Gets his big Showtime contract. But then when he's at the top of the game, waiting on a fight with Manny Pacquiao, trying to get a fight with Manny Pacquiao done, he fights a young champion by the name, an undefeated champion, with over 40 wins, who had beaten several other good fighters, but did not have, and was being recognized and talked about as the next great fighter. And that guy is Canelo Alvarez. And if you look at where Canelo Alvarez is in his career, and you look at where Jaron Ennis is in his career, you would actually see that it may be argued that Floyd Mayweather Jr. actually beat somebody or fought somebody that was a little more dangerous than what people are asking for Terence Crawford to fight. Because one, they're both in the same weight class. And that being Terence Crawford and Jaron Ennis. They are both world champions in the same weight division. And then you have Canelo Alvarez and Floyd Mayweather Jr. And Canelo Alvarez is in a weight division above him. And Floyd moved up in weight, though there was a catch weight in that particular situation, and fought Canelo Alvarez there. So that completely erases the idea that Floyd Mayweather Jr. was not willing and did not do what is being asked of Terence Crawford. Floyd Mayweather Jr. easily could have said, Canelo Alvarez is a weight division above me. I'm not going up to that weight division. And he could have easily said that I've already accomplished everything that I need to do. I'm just looking to fight, fights that I consider to be legacy fights or what have you, right? Now, did he do it? No, he did not do that. He fought him. So the idea that Floyd has never done that is out the window. And also, just for me personally, I think that is as good an opportunity for Terence Crawford to solidify his legacy as anything else. Because many people are going to say and really do believe that Errol Spence Jr. after that car accident was not what Errol Spence Jr. was before the car accident that he had. And that is aside from all of the issues that are being reported about Errol Spence Jr. going into that fight. So Floyd Mayweather Jr. can do it. Terence Crawford can do it. And I don't understand for the life of me why boxing fans argue so adamantly in order to stop fights from happening. How that fight doesn't happen. If he doesn't want it and he says he doesn't want it, then okay. That doesn't fly for anybody else. Anthony Joshua saying that he doesn't want, or acting as if he doesn't want Deontay Wilder, doesn't stop anybody from saying, nah, man, we want to see that fight. Because we're not, as boxing fans, our job is not to live for what the desires of the fighters are. It's to see good fights and good competitive fights. But anyway, that's my take on the matter. Please let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Deuces.